Time for another round of Immortal Behaviour, where each week we ask the great man here a few different questions and get inside that mind of the eighth Immortal. Let's start, Joey. The grand final, the Roosters taking on South Sydney. Would that be the best possible grand final for this year?
Definitely.
Wow.
I was talking to someone the other day. Have these ever played in a grand final? I can't remember.
Not for a long time, if they have.
It would just be unbelievable. Now I live in the eastern suburbs. I lived in Bronte for a couple of years. I understand they hated each other, but not until you live there and experience it. It's either one or the other.
Well, it would be absolutely massive. But a team who's starting to announce themselves, are they a contender, the Sharkies, after their big win?
Yeah, definitely. They're a hard-working team. They've got a great forward pack. I think the key to them is Valentine Holmes. He's their X-factor at fullback. Dugan came back on the weekend. He was strong, scored a really good, strong try. So, yeah, they're the joker in the pack for sure. I think they've got an easy run in. They'll finish fourth.
Yeah, that'd be huge for them. Craig Bellamy questioning the hunger of the Melbourne Storm. It's very hard to go back to back. Are they paying the price for no Cooper Cronk?
Definitely. Definitely haven't got a recognised halfback. And I watched Cameron Smith on the weekend. He's playing dummy half. But he's also playing first receiver. He's doing pretty much most of the kicking. I don't think there's a lack of hunger, and I think we underestimate the game against South Sydney, how much that took out of the Storm.
Wow. Would you put a red pen through the Storm yet?
No.
No. Okay. All right. James Maloney now. He's out of action to the finals, we believe. How do they march on the Panthers without him? What do you think?
I'd be putting Peachy to 5'8".
Okay.
Good lad.
He needs the rest. He needs a month off. He's busted. We all know he's carrying injuries. His defence has been terrible. And he hasn't really fired a shot since Origin. So, Jimmy, get the family, pack up the ute and head up the coast. Go and get some sun on your back.
The Dragons on the slide, are they cannon fodder or do they still have a hope?
Gone.
Remembering the Cowboys won one of their last 6 last year.
No, they're gone.
They're gonskis.
Absolutely gone. Gareth Widdop, they're saying he's going to be back in 3 to 6 weeks. I can't see him playing again. The way he walked off the field, that shoulder was still out, still popped out. There's no way he can come back. And unfortunately, since Origin, Ben Hunt has lost all his confidence. The young fullback, Dufty, he was really down on the weekend, and they're gone for the year. I don't know what it is out there. They continually do it. I don't think it's a physical thing. I think it's a mental thing. And until they can change it, then they're going to carry that stigma of teams that drops off come September.
Red pen for the Red V, according to the eighth Immortal. Yes or no? Wayne Bennett and Phil Gould can work together as the coach and GM?
No.
No. Okay, some rapid fire questions here. Who's the most informed player of the competition?
Geez, you put me on the spot there. I'm just trying to think.
We're not going to wrap it, are we?
I'll go Damien Cook.
Damien Cook. Yeah.
Or Luke Brooks.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I think you'll win the Dalian.
Okay, rightio. Who's the last person you'd be running at? The biggest hitter in the competition?
Now?
Yep.
I wouldn't run at Victor Radley.
Ooh, no.
Bonkers.
No, absolutely cuckoo. Buy of the year, who's that? Blake Green, is he in the mix? Oh, Ponga, of course. No further questions, Your Honour. For Paul Gallen, does he play on or should he retire?
I think he can play on.
Okay, yeah, what a leader he is. What a great career it's been. Okay, so the last few weeks we've got you to put your virtual fictitious CEO cap on. And we've been talking about current players, who you pick and who you want. We're going to make it a bit harder this week. We're going to talk about some of the greats of the game. And I'm asking you these questions, Joey, for these players at the absolute peak of their powers. Steve Menzies or Gordon Tallis in your team?
Tallis.
Tallis. Mullins or Minicello?
Minicello.
Minicello. Nathan Highmarsh or BK Ben Kennedy?
Ben
Love him, don't you?
Love him.
Adrian Morley or James Graham, a couple of great poms.
Adrian Morley.
Morley. Sonny Bill Williams or Israel Folau?
Sonny Bill.
Sonny Bill. Steve Boxhead Walters or Danny Medeiros? I'll know who I'm ticking.
Danny Medeiros.
Bedsy. Stacey Jones or Brett Kamali?
Stacey.
Stacey. Jeff Tuvey or Craig Gower?
Jeff Tuvey. Gowie.
He's
only playing, controlling Gowie.
This is a tough one. Wally Lewis the King or Jonathan Thurston?
I'll go the King.
The King, wow. This is tough as well. Lockie or Billy Slater? Lockie. Okay.
As a fullback?
As a player?
Lockie. Before he done his knee, when He was faster than Billy Slater.
So as a fullback,
Yeah,
Billy?
as a fullback. Lockie as a fullback, yeah.
Wow. Final thought. Could be anything. What's bouncing around in the mind of the 8th Immortal?
I've got to continue doing yoga 3 times a week because I've never felt better.
Wow.
And I've never felt the ocean so cold. I jumped in this morning and can't talk about what was shrinking. Everything was shrinking. Even my eyelids were shrinking. Never felt it so cold.
This segment can go anywhere. Tune us next week for Immortal Behaviour. We'll see you then.